I like to go over. To me, in my I consider that the fireman is a single leg because you do have a single leg and somehow you have an arm. So even though it is considered a throw, it's still to me it's still part of the single leg sequence on how to finish these things. And a lot of these techniques, the techniques that I went over, a lot of these setups are according to should all make sense. They're all pretty much basic setups. It's like the double leg or the low singles. Like sometimes it just has to do with timing and ability. With the fireman, we can jab step, we can move the head, but we have to somehow find a way to get that arm trapped in here. And sometimes we end up in about three. We end up in different scenarios, and we have to learn how to finish all of them, right? So, partner, I'm here. The way I like setting up my high crotch is the same thing. It's the jab step. You're gonna pull back. Boom. I'm going in. I'm going in right here. So traditional fireman's carry for me is just finding, pulling this arm and taking him forward, going over his head. Right. Right. Traditional was a setup to a fireman. Right. It's part of the single leg family. Jab step, he pulls back, I'm coming in. I'm really yanking this, and I'm yanking hard here, and I'm taking him towards his head in order for me to finish, right, for the takedown. A lot of times, even with the firemen, we end up getting extended, right? We end up getting extended. So when I do shoot my fireman, what tends to happen is when I shoot it, the opponent sprawls and I'm here. But luckily I still have this arm here. Now watch what I'm gonna do to cover distance. I'm gonna transition this knee to there. I'm gonna lift this leg up and now I'm taking him to the opposite side. It all goes back. A lot of my theory and philosophies that I end up doing, it all has to do with the pendulum, right? This comes here, this is forced to go that way. So when I transition, boom, he sprawled out, boom. When I transition this knee here, the other one's coming up, right? The other one's coming up. We have the same exact thing that we did last time. We take him towards his head side, right, for the takedown. Right, we're here, we jab step, he pulls back, boom, I come in here. Right, he sprawls. I don't have a good chunk. Okay, now it's time to recover from this fireman. I'm gonna alternate knees. I'm gonna lift this knee up here, and I'm gonna take him towards his head for the takedown. Right, another way that I do like to finish a traditional fireman, we can jab step. I know a lot of Russians would just dive in there. They would just dive in. They would just take that risk. Even not having a setup is a setup because you just go right here. Just go in. So go ahead and get in your stance. I'm here. I get straight to it. Now from here is I'm going to lift my opponent, but instead of taking him that way, I'm going to go ahead and reach across this leg here, and pretty much legs go out to the side, take him to his back. Like so, because this pull right here may not be enough. You may be in the position where you cannot really pull this as you should be pulling, but now we swing across. We swing across the other side, and we take them to their back. Right, so we're here. I'm gonna jab step, get him to go back. Boom, right, I get the lift. I'm here, I get the lift. I'm losing the pull. Okay, plan B. I gotta switch these legs out here to the outside. I'm gonna go across the knee here and take him straight to his back for the takedown. All right, we're here. For my jab step, I get inside, I lift him. Right, push him to the outside. Swinging across here, take him to his back for the takedown. So those are just my two takes on firemen because I consider them part of the the single leg family. So I want to just go over those the setups. What could just be a jab step or just jumping into it and going. We have the different scenarios. We have the traditional firemen's. We have the covering space where we're extended, bringing that leg in. We have just a different variety of finishes. Instead of going across this way, I'm swimming behind and I'm dunking this guy for the takedown. So that is my series on firemen and fireman finishes.